Everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us on this wicked Wednesday. It is the second show of the day. Is the second show of our Christmas event, and we're very, very excited because it is our second launch. I'll let you do a little secret. This wasn't supposed to be launching today, but we've bumped it forward because the chat about this collection was hot. People were wanting it, and we listened to the people, and we've made the opportunity for you to grab the retro Christmas collection available today. Now, what I will say about this particular collection is, well, Ben's big breakfast show this morning. We might have commandeered this collection a little bit earlier, and we might have given you the first opportunity to grab it because, as you guys know, the brand new saying around here that Big Pop came up with, if it's on before 10, you can grab it with Ben. So that's what happened this morning. It was there, so we showed you. The early birds have already jumped in and had a bit of a nibble at the stock that we've got available on this amazing collection. And I think I'm right in saying, Johnny, of the showstopper, we are already 20% gone. Before we get into saying hello to Leann, what I will say is it is tariff-free. Everything you can get in the US tariff-free, and I'll take you all through that in just a few moments' time. However, if you're in the UK or in the EU, you've got the opportunity to grab that bundle that our US friends are going to get, or you can just choose to get the brand new collection on its own. So the options are available for you there. I know a lot of people as well have been buying individual elements from this collection. It is just perfect if you are after a collection which is going to take you on a trip back down memory lane to, I suppose, when times were simpler, if you like. This is a collection for you. It reminded me of my first sort of Christmases in the early 80s. And I know a lot of chat we've had this morning, people saying it's taken them back to the 70s, back to the 60s. We had one particular lady saying it took her back to her childhood in the 50s. It is one of those collections that is going to take you on that trip down memory lane. It has been done absolutely brilliantly, and it is so very different to what we brought to you yesterday. And this is what I mean about this Christmas event being the best one that we've ever done. So many different Christmas categories ticked off with our amazing products which are coming up. So, before I say hello to you guys, let's say the most important hello to the lovely lady to the other side of the studio. If you think I'm excited, she's even more excited about this retro Christmas collection. It is the one and only, the lovely Leann. How are you?
I'm beyond excited. I'm so excited. Excited that we've brought it forward because we learned from yesterday.
Yes.
Things go quick. And then excited that I get the opportunity to bring it to you because the candlelight one that we did yesterday and this one would be my two picks for the Christmas season. You know, I was talking about I'm going to make a lot of cards with candlelight.
Yeah.
This is the other collection that I'm going to be making a lot of cards with. And it absolutely is the epitome of nostalgia.
Yes.
It will take you back. You will think about all of the things. We had a chat on my Facebook page last night. We were talking about cocktails, decorations hanging from the ceiling, favourite Christmas presents, things you didn't get and you wanted. We were talking about just sherry trifle, Advocaat, snowball
Sherry
cocktails,
trifle.
So many. Hedgehogs with cheese and onions and sausages stuck in the tinfoil potato. All of those things are what you're going to remember when you look at this collection. It is exceptional. But the thing I love about it, Ben, is all of the young people in the office, they love it too.
Yes, yes. It gives them a little bit of a peek into what Christmases were like for us golden oldies back in the day. Yeah, the thing is, you can remember the retro times, or you can kind of think about how it used to be back in the day when life was simpler. And I don't know, Christmas was just much better back in the day, when the magic was there. But listen, whatever you want to grab from this collection, make sure you're in nice and early and grab it. It's going to be another busy, busy day. We have got Radical Rachel on the socials for this one with Trudy, who's already in, saying good morning. Colleen says, good morning, Crafters TV. And Marie Short says good morning. Hello to Laurie Barnett from Gilbert, Arizona, who says, I'm excited to see this new retro Christmas collection. And Patricia Leto says, hello from Portugal. Hello, Portugal. Teresa Rogers says, good afternoon to Ben, Leann, CTV crew, and all the crafters here as well. Come on, let's get the chat going. What are you shopping for in this collection? Are you going for the showstopper? Are you picking and choosing? What are your memories of your favourite Christmases? Let's get the chat going on things like, what was your favourite ever Christmas present that you got as a kid? What was that Christmas present that you always wanted that you never got?
Yeah, there was a Mr. Frosty for me.
Oh, yeah.
And The little oven, the little toy oven, what you could bake, easy bake oven that you could put your cakes in.
Yeah.
Always wanted one of them. Never got one.
Sad that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always wanted a screwball scramble. Do you remember that?
What's a screwball scramble?
It was this game, and it had like a little like metallic ball, didn't it, Johnny? And you had to guide it round this like a salt course and stuff without like losing the ball. Like it was a little bit like pinball, I suppose, really. But you were like guiding the ball around this assault course. So good. Never got that. Oh, and Johnny never got a Mr. Frosty either, or a Stretch Armstrong.
You didn't get a Stretch Armstrong, Johnny. My brothers had a Stretch Armstrong. My husband had a Stretch Hulk.
A Stretch Hulk?
Yeah. Still got it in the loft. The girls play with it. Really? Yeah. Like Simon's got all of his retro toys. He kept them. I mean, literally, we've got Superman, Spider-Man, Hulk, the Stretch Armstrong. He's got like the Batmobile things. He's got a. You know what he's got in the loft? Big Track.
Oh no way!
I should have brought it in.
That's when you programmed the.
And it goes, and the truck got Big Track. We've got Big Track in the loft.
Please, can you bring that in?
I'll bring it in, yeah.
That would be brilliant up and down the corridors here.
Do you want me to bring it in?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we don't use it. You can have it in. Yeah, I'll bring it in.
Do you know what? Just talking about retro as well, in my family home where my mum and dad still live, I used to keep all of my toys. I can remember these big red boxes, and I've got in there like all the He-Man figures, all the Star Wars figures. I've got one of those big AT-ATs there. And basically what happened, when I left home, Mum redid the whole of our house and did the whole of the upstairs. And rather than like taking all the toys away and like selling them or putting them up in the loft, she just boarded the whole of like the bedroom up. And so she said, maybe in like a few years' time, we can go back and like
pull the boards
off,
and they're behind there,
and all the stuff is behind there. It'd be a treasure trove of retro toys. Oh, that's like
the best time capsule ever.
I know,
isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be in there just levering those walls off right now. I'd want that trip down memory lane. I'd be like, can you remember Crowbar? Sorry about the paper, ma'am.
Yeah. But yeah, I got that one to come. Anyway, talking of retro, I'll quickly show you how it works, and then Leann's going to take you through the amazing papers and everything you're going to get. This is the whole collection here. So it is all of your papers, 12 by 12, 6 by 6, linen cardstock, and then, as Leann will show you in much more detail, you're getting beautiful edgeable dies. The Christmas tree in here is just off the chart incredible. You've got lots of stamp and die sets with the beautiful reindeer who you'll hear about. You've got the snow people. You're going to absolutely love the Santa set that you've got in here as well. Stunning embossing folders, stamps included as well. It is such a brilliant collection. If you are going for the showstopper and you want it tariff free, this is the bundle that you'll go for, and these are all the added extras that you're going to get. Another brand new tea towel. You need to collect them all. It's like Pokemon, got to catch them all. I'm not messy, I'm creative. You're also going to get your Centura Pearl and the Platinum. We've got some craft foam strips from Sticks too, also glue dots, a bottle of your all-purpose, 3 of our opaque pigment ink pads in Pale Fig, the Misty Morning and the Friar Brown, and a set of our Aquablend pencils in the Landscape. That equates to your tariff-free. It's $144. That gives you your tariff-free and your free shipping, £112 if you're platinum. But like I said, if you're in the UK or the EU and you're not worried about this stuff, we have just got a bundle on its own. It's called the Retro Christmas Collection, where you can get all of the new goodies without the goodies there. So it's entirely up to you, however you want to do it. So it's £80 in the UK for all of this without that. And of course, in the UK, again, you can pick and choose all your individuals as well if you want to go down that line. But let's dive into it. Let's dive into that retro feel with Leann. We've got to start with the paper pad, haven't we?
There is nowhere else to start, Ben. We absolutely have to start with the paper pad. We had the best time as a team doing these designs and deciding what went in the pad. And this particular paper, for me, that's every Christmas of my life in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. I am living my best Christmas life in that little bit there. And I love these papers when we put these in, because every single one of them is a topper. Absolutely. Just chop them out and make them into beautiful toppers. We'll have a look at how to do that later. Use your guillotine, use your scissors.
Do you know what a few people earlier were saying as well, reminding them of the old sort of style advent calendars we used to have?
Yes.
And potentially you could use that to make like an advent calendar.
Absolutely, you could. Just use your craft knife and cut a little door inside. Before chocolate was in calendars. When you used to get a surprise at the picture that was behind the door.
Exactly. You weren't waiting for the chocolate. You were excited about the picture.
You were just excited about the picture behind the door.
Yes.
And you were, I tell you what, mind, you were living your best life if you had glitter on those doors.
Yes, you were.
If your advent calendar had a bit of glitter on, You were going up in life. That's where you were going.
Yeah.
Now, the reverses, we've kept nice and simple for you. You'll see we've gone with a lovely polka dot because it's retro. And I thought I'd match today with my top.
Oh, you have?
I've matched, yeah.
I like that.
I matched with my top today, a little bit of red polka dot in there.
Yeah.
Look at this. Candy canes. We've always had those candy canes. Smash your teeth, but absolutely fantastic, very tasty.
Yeah.
Hang them on the tree. These little baby sham, I mean, it's not the baby sham little reindeer, but you know, that's what it reminds me of, all of those little baubles. The colour palette is spot on 70s and 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really lovely. This one, I mean, I feel that was just a wrapping paper when I was back then. I can remember that. It's absolutely glorious with those lovely colours, and you've got the mistletoe and all of the poinsettias, the little baubles with that little Bambi in there. It's absolutely amazing. Here we've got Santa making an appearance and snowman, but a very retro Santa.
Absolutely.
And a very retro snowman. And you've got your candy canes. And again, let's talk about intentional design. We always need to reference that, don't we, Ben? You can see here you've got some long pieces, you've got 4 pieces, you've got small pieces for tags that you can do in there. You've got your 5x7s, your 6x4s, your 6x6s. You can chop that paper however you like, and you're going to have a piece of the retro to show. Is there anything more retro than a candy cane border and a lovely pink?
I mean, I love it.
All of that pattern on.
I love it.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I also love the top there as well.
This one.
It's very bewitched. Do you remember
that? Very bewitched with the twinkles. It is with a wiggly nose, bewitched. Yeah, I love that programme. I spent ages when I was little trying to wiggle my nose like her.
To do the magic.
Couldn't quite get it right. I always just looked like I had something up there that needed to come out. And then, honestly, look, this one I absolutely love. Look at it. The baubles, the little strings with the fairy lights in there. Again, this lovely little vintage reindeer there, which is incredible. All the little we've got some baubles like this at home, still glass, that remain from my grandma. They're like, the baubles are like, I want to say 50 or 60 years old.
Wow.
They're wrapped in many, many layers of tissue. They're so precious to us. This is the fabulous colour palette as well, with some great iconography on there. You couldn't get a little bit more retro than that, could you, Ben?
I mean, that is just super retro, isn't it?
It really is.
The Santa and the bauble as well is brilliant.
I completely agree. And do you know what I love about this? Every single page is different.
Yeah.
This isn't a pad in a theme. I mean, Candlelight Christmas yesterday was gorgeous, but it was definitely a theme of candles, wasn't it? This has got a little bit of everything. It's got the reindeers, it's got the baubles, it's got the foliage, it's got the different colour palettes. I mean, there we've gone to a lovely pale pink, dressing the tree. That's very 1950s in feel, if that's what you want to do. So we've got something through all of the ages. So you could be making it in a 1950s, 1960s, 70s, 80s style for whoever you're sending your cards to. And every single one, I mean, that could not be more vintage Christmas if you even tried, could it? That's very Miracle on 34th Street for me, that.
Yeah, I'm getting Holidays Are Coming, that sort of vibe with it as well.
Like the red trucks arriving in town, absolutely. So that is the 12 by 12 pad. It's absolutely exquisite. Then, of course, you expect, and you are right to expect, our beautiful linen cards, which match perfectly. Let me just show you a couple. Look at the pink. Look at that, the pinks and the greens.
Perfect.
How gorgeous is that? It really looks good, doesn't it? And then if I go, look at this blue, matching one, look at the dark blue in the centre, matches perfectly. I just want to flick through a couple more so you can see that when we do our linen cardstocks, we do it, oh yes, thank you, Jamie, there we go. We do the cardstocks to match perfectly in with the colours in the paper. Look how amazing that is. Look at this one. They just all match beautifully. They really do. Look, that yellow and salmon on there. Look at that. Couldn't be more perfect, could it? Right, so you've got 6 colours, 4 of each, 24 sheets. That's in your linen cardstock. Okay, then you've got your 6 by 6 pad. And I love these because what it means is you've got a full card top if you want to. However, with these 3 pages at the back that you've got, and this, please cut them out and make little stamps for your cards.
Oh, that would be cute.
Won't they be fabulous? Just put it, or a little seal on the back of an envelope.
Yeah.
So I implore you, cut these all out. How many have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I love that. If the kids are making like cards, little stamp on the envelope.
Yeah,
in
30, 60, 90.
Oh, I love that.
You'll be able to do 90 little envelope seals or little stamps on there, which will be fantastic. And then what we always do with these 6x6 paper pads is we proportionately resize them down. We don't crop. So look there, that's a whole card front.
Yeah.
That's what you'd like to do with any of these. It's just going to make it very, very simple. All of the beautiful colours, all of the iconography, exactly as the 12x12 pad, but shrunk down for your smaller projects or for your full card fronts if that's what you'd like to do.
Love it.
So they're all your paper and card. Then we move into the design elements.
Here we go.
Look at that. This is a stamp and die.
25% of the showstopper's gone. Just to let you know, inside 15 minutes. And it doesn't even launch until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's absolutely fine. I think everybody needs to know. Just remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
37 minutes into the launch show.
Gone.
So just have a think about that if you're loving this collection. You can see there that gorgeous little reindeer with all of the little baubles in the antlers is absolutely incredible. The bow around the neck looks superb when it's coloured in. Let me just bring this in and show you.
Yeah.
When it's got a bit of colour on. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Really lovely. Then we've got Santa. And we've got Santa all stamped up there. I have got a sample of him somewhere. Where
He's on that card with the belly band.
This one? This one? This one?
There's one with a belly band he's on the front
band.
of. Yeah.
Oh, there he is there. Yes,
Yeah.
there is. There we go. That's what he's like when he's all coloured up. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? The snow couple.
Love these two.
Love, love, love these two. They're such a happy little duo,
Oh, that's
living their
cute.
best snow life. They
Yeah.
are. So we've got those as well. And then we've got two fabulous embossing folders
Yes.
with those retro baubles and then that lovely retro typography, ho, ho, ho for Santa, which is absolutely fabulous. This is the edgeable that you love, Ben.
I think it's
with the
incredible.
tree, and it's got a little, look, it moves,
Yeah.
swings. Look at that, how fabulous is that? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Especially when it's coloured in. I've got some sample, oh, there's the one. Look, I'll show you that.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Look at that. Doesn't it look lovely?
Yeah.
It's got a very vintage retro feel to it, which is obviously what we focused on. This, I love this, my favourite.
Oh, I didn't see that earlier. That's brilliant.
Make your own little
Tree
decorations, or tags,
decorations.
tree decorations, little bits of like bunting to hang along the fireplace,
Yeah.
or fabulous little gift tags, just present decorations. That's absolutely lovely. Or I might even put that on an earring finding and hang them from my ear for Christmas, for the
Well,
party.
why not?
Why not?
Christmas
Why not?
dinner.
You can do it. It's your candy cane. You do what you like. Then we've got Builder Santa. And he is absolutely incredible, Builder Santa. That's him there. This is what he's like when you build him.
I mean, he's incredible.
He's very jolly, isn't he? He's absolutely gorgeous. I love him.
Do you know what I also love about this set?
What's that one?
If you turn the board the other way around, his beard...
Oh, he's Elvis.
No, Tom Jones!
Tom Jones.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah. Every time
You
singing.
wrote Tom Jones card.
What are you going to sing?
What are we going to sing? No, it's Elvis. I can't do
That's
Tom
Elvis.
Jones.
I'll let you practice it for a bit and I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Then we've got the fantastic sentiments here as well, which have been designed in that retro times gone by feel, with the font and with the arrangement, like that believe in the magic of Christmas, winter blessings, jingle all the way, the Merry Christmas in the pudding. I love Santa baby.
Under the tree for me.
I've been an awful good girl,
Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight.
Just love it. It brings all the memories. And then we've got the most wonderful time of the year, Winter Wonderland, ho, ho, ho. We wish you a magical Christmas.
That's cute.
Just really lovely,
Yeah.
lovely, lovely stamp set. So that's everything you're getting in your collection. And what I'm going to say about this collection, the same as I said yesterday, we've intentionally kept it succinct and affordable. We've kept it so that you can get this and you will use everything in the collection. There isn't something in this bundle where you're going to go, do you know what, I'm going to get that bundle, but those two things I'm probably going to give away at
Yeah,
Craft People,
yeah.
they're just not for me. because we've made sure that we've only done the brilliant things that work in the retro Christmas feel that you're absolutely going to want to use. And that, of course, keeps it more affordable. It's just fantastic, Ben. It really is.
I mean, the comments are flying through here. I'll just read you a few, and then as we get crafting, we can read some of the stories out here, because this is what it's all about. As we said, like evoking those memories, taking you back to those, times when Christmas was maybe more magical. Sian says, I'm so excited for this. Kim Rice says, I loved my Easy Bake Oven. Kim had one. Kim and showing off now, Kim. And Linda says, I had an Easy Bake Oven and I loved making cakes with it. They all have one.
We've got everybody's showing off.
Yeah.
I really wanted an Easy Bake Oven. I didn't get one.
Shirley, and I remember this, I think my sister wanted this, never got one. Shirley Nugent wanted the Tiny Tears doll. Remember Tiny Tears? Yeah.
I had a Tiny Tears. You put the water in and the tears came out, and you had to have a nap. She had a little wee as well.
Yeah, I could say, yes, she was wee, didn't she?
However, I got I remembered the a First Love doll, and they were the rage in the middle to late 70s, and if you got a First Love doll,
there were
no words.
The one.
Okay, you got the First Love doll. Now, they were expensive, and my mum must have saved for a year to buy me this First Love doll. She must have, and I got up, it's 1978, First Love doll. Not only did I have the First Love doll, she'd bought her a navy blue corduroy smocked coat, buttoned, and a little sou'wester navy blue hat to match, a little elastic under her chin. She was absolutely gorgeous. I loved this doll. I took her into school to do show and tell.
Uh-oh.
Barry Joyce pulled her head off.
Barry?
She had to go to the doll. Literally, she had to go to the doll hospital. And in Johnny's words, they were £4 in the 1970s. That was more than a week's wages in some places in the 1970s. Really, it was. And he pulled her head off.
That's not very nice, is it?
I was devastated.
Worth 105 quid now, apparently.
There was one on... I looked last night after my live. Do you know how much there was one on eBay for?
How much?
£189.
Barry.
She had a head. She had a head on. Barry, if you're there in Sacriston in the junior school, if you're watching, Barry, shame on you. I've wanted to say that for years. Shame on you, Barry.
Got it off your chest, haven't you? Yeah, well, surprise, here he is. After all these years, it's Barry! Mary says, Marie says, my favourite gift I think I was given was a Casio keyboard. I never did play it very well, but I loved it. And Helen says, hello again, Ben, Leann, team and crafty friends. I bought my goodies this morning. I want to see what Leann makes. You will over the course of this show and indeed the launch. I used to love getting a new Christmas colouring book and pencils, says Shirley Nugent.
I did as well.
Magic colouring books we used to get at Christmas.
Magic colouring books, where you just put the water on with a paintbrush. Yes, they were fantastic. We used to get like one of those big 200 sets of felt tip pens with all of the colours in a new colouring book. That was absolutely fantastic. We used to sit, that's where my love of colouring started, because I'd sit with my mum and we'd have a page each in the 200 felt tips, and we'd sit just for hours just colouring one page each in the same book. It was lovely.
There's so many comments, a couple more. Louise Burt says, hello everyone. One year I was 5, my sister was 3. We wanted dolls, Tiny Tears. Guess what we got? We both got a wind-up Evil Knievel.
But do you know what? My brothers had a wind-up Evil Knievel, and I think I played with that more than I did the Tiny Tears. I'll not, because it went off fast. It was so much more fun.
And just a couple more. Linda says, we were poor growing up and Mum one year had to get toys for us that were donated. I got a used metal Viewmaster. Oh, I used to love the Viewmaster. And you'd put the roll of film in, wouldn't you? And then you'd click the button on the side and it would spin around the different scenes. I now donate a Viewmaster every year to Toys for Tots. Well, good for you, Linda. I love that. And Mama X says, funny story. My brother got Stretch Armstrong for Christmas. And my 2 cousins, myself and brother, each took an end and pulled it. It lasted a few minutes after opening. Sadly, Stretch exploded with red goo everywhere, and then he died. I mean, I didn't think Stretch Armstrong could be stretched too far. One of my favourite things, I know we've got to move on, so I still continue it now. Each and every year, we always get from Father Christmas like a family game, because after Christmas dinner, it's nice to be able to sit down, isn't it, and like have a family game time and whatnot. One of the best presents we ever got, I think it must have broken eventually, was a game called Escalado. Do you remember this?
No.
It was a horse racing game, and basically you would get the track and you would stretch it out. Someone else must have had this. You would stretch it out across the table. So you had this like this sort of taut racetrack, and then you had the 6 horses, and it was just like being at the races where you would bet on which horse you thought would win. And then you had a little kind of like wind up. What do you call it? Like a crank on the end, and you take it in turns to wind the crank. And as you wound it, because the track was so taut, the little horses would run across the table, and it was like being at the races, but from the comfort of your own home. And it was absolutely brilliant. Bear in mind, though, you didn't want to be sat at the far end of the table when the elastication on this end of the table used to come off, and the whole track would like flick towards your face. Got caught out by that a couple of times, but Escalada was brilliant. I used to love it. We could chat all day with the comments coming in, but we're going to have a look at a little bit of a picture gallery for you now, with some absolutely amazing makes in. And this first one, so is that made from the first sheet you showed us?
Yes, from the 12 by 12 paper pad where they've been cut out, and then just a little bit of matting and layering to make those toppers. And how fabulous does that look? It looks like you've got a whole designed topper range. And remember, you've got 3 sheets, and you've got 30 on each sheet, so that's 90 toppers.
Yeah.
If you use them in that way that you've got in that paper pad, which is incredible. I love that on a slimline card. I just think it's really classy. It's very simple, very elegant, very easily done yourself at home.
Next one.
Love this. This is the embossing folder that's been done in some pale blue with like a bit of red letterpress over the top of it, like when you rub your ink pad over the top of the emboss. And then we've coloured Santa in and just laid it up with some of the beautiful papers. And I think the thing about this collection, you can see here, Ben, is doesn't matter what you do, the cards you make are going to be simple and effortless. And I don't say that in a bad way, but actually they're going to look, you're getting much more bang for your buck. They're
Absolutely.
going to look much more complicated and much more involved, but actually it's going to be nice and easy and quick and simple for you to do, but the stuff you make is going to look absolutely exquisite.
I've got to say, these skating snowmen are fast becoming my favourite characters in
Aren't
this
they
set.
cute?
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of like the Snowman movie,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, when they go out and they do the party and with the kilts on.
Oh, yeah.
When they go flying through the sky. I just absolutely love it. I really do love a snowman in any guise. This next one, I just think
This is incredible.
Unbelievable. I love that. I love a dome-fronted card. It's my favourite style. First style I did when I started to craft. And I just think having that in the background and not having really any iconography there other than a little bit of foliage, a little Christmas bow, a little candy cane and a sentiment, that's absolutely stunning.
And to your point again, it looks like a different collection.
Yes,
Doesn't
it looks like a completely different collection. And that is the joy of the elements we've got and all of the papers and the colour palette in the pad, because every single thing you make is going to look like you've bought a different papercraft collection and you haven't.
Yeah, and this is another case in point here.
Yeah.
Same collection, but look, totally
Same collection,
different.
totally different.
Yeah.
It's not even in the vein or in the similar style. It looks like completely different, which is brilliant. Can I just thank Marie Jones? Marie Jones has done that market and suite for us. Marie works with Nicole and she is another legend in her own right, and loved working with the collection. So Marie, thank you. Those are absolutely exquisite. Right, we're going now. You know, you talked about one of your favourite games.
Yeah.
We had Kaplunk with a difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my Kaplunk was a chicken, and it had feathers that you pulled out instead of sticks, and it was full of eggs. Yeah, so you put all the eggs in and it pulled a stick out and laid all the eggs.
Well,
Yeah,
so you pulled
Kaplunk's
feathers
chicken.
out and the eggs fell down?
Just like Kaplunk. So it was like a chicken, and you stuck all the feathers in, and then you piled the eggs in, and then you pulled the feathers out, and they would shoot outwards. Bottom.
Kapluck.
Kaplunk with an egg. Yeah, Kaplunk. Oh dear. Missed a trick there.
did.
We did, absolutely. Right, we're going to make the little hangy decoration because
Very good.
I love this. This is a nice little hangy topper. You could put it, you know that card we've just seen, the dome front
Yeah.
one? You could hang this in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Could dangle. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? So it's going to be a little decorative piece for your cards. It can be a topper, it can be a Christmas tree decoration, a wine bottle hanger, whatever it is that you want. And I thought we'll have a look at how to make this. Now, to make them nice and sturdy, you're going to use several pieces of card. So what I've done here is cut 6 pieces of red candy cane from a thinner cardstock, and they'll all get glued together. So I'm going to glue 3 pieces and 3 pieces. Then I've got all of the little white pieces to go on, and that's going to be a fun game of find out where the white piece goes when we put it onto the candy cane. But we'll see. You'll see how that goes as we go along. Then we've got the little red bows, and we've got some foliage cut out, ready to go. So that's everything. That's the centre of the little red bow. So we'll start with the candy canes. I have got some Kalal all-purpose glue in a fine tip applicator. just to help me get small bits of glue where I need it. Now, you know I love Collall all-purpose because it sets like concrete.
Yes.
So if you've used a thin cardstock, this will allow you to have it when it sets feel like concrete.
Yeah.
Which is why I like to use the Collall all-purpose for this rather than the tacky.
Okay.
Tacky will work.
Yeah.
But Collall all-purpose does set really, really firm. And actually, because you're using 6 layers of card, if you want to do this with a dotty tape pen, you can. I'm just using this because it's my favourite.
Marie Short says, Christmas when selection packs filled half your stocking and underneath just a few nuts and a satsuma. Selection packs were brilliant back in the day, weren't they?
They were, because you would get a full-size chocolate bar in the middle, like a full Twix.
Yeah.
And then all the other bits and bobs around it. And they were all full sizes as well.
Do you remember the chocolate bar? I used to get it in a selection pack at Christmas time. I used to get so excited, a curly whirly.
Oh, I love a curly whirly. Do you know what? I was just talking to Diane, our managing director, about curly whirlies last week. Yeah.
Important meeting.
A very important meeting. A very important meeting on an aeroplane. And we were talking, what was that eating?
What was that what?
I got a Kit Kat. We shared a Kit Kat with a cup of tea. And I said to her, aren't the fingers on a Kit Kat much smaller than they used to be?
Definitely.
I remember it being bigger. And Diane said, have you seen a if you watched the Crafterganza, you met Diane.
Yeah.
Have you seen a curly whirly these days?
They're like that?
They're about a quarter of the size of what a curly whirly used to be.
They used to be like that, didn't they? They were that long.
Yes, they used to be
they're
massive.
about that big now.
Yeah.
Yeah, things aren't like what they used to be. You used to get a crunchy in there as well, didn't you?
You did. I don't like a crunchy.
Oh, do you not?
No, I don't love a crunchy.
What, because of the honeycomb?
See, I like honeycomb.
Or is it the texture or what?
And I make my own, but I don't love a crunchy bar.
Well, that's so strange, isn't it?
Isn't it? I don't know what it is. Oh, a chomp, yeah. I used to get a chomp, a finger of fudge, just enough to give your kids a treat. Used to get one of them.
They were 5p back in the day, weren't they? Till it's time to eat. They're full of Cadbury's goodness and very small and neat. A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat. A Mars a day helps you work, rest and play.
Opal fruits made to make your mouth water. Honestly, see, this is what happens. It brings back all of the memories.
Yeah,
doesn't
it does.
I'm just getting a pokey tool. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, opal fruit. So what are they called now? They're Starbursts now, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Snickers were Marathon as well back in the day, weren't they?
Marathons with Snickers, yeah.
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 My goodness me.
I know. Right.
Yes. 34 pence for a curly whirly, apparently. I didn't realise how much chocolate bars were these days. They're about £1.50 now, aren't they, for a chocolate bar? It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I'm just sorting out all of my pieces because I'm doing 2 sides. So what I'm doing here to make life easy for myself, although it probably isn't easy for you because it's white on white. Let's get a bit of black card and then you can see what I'm doing. Bear with. Let's put the white pieces on here and then you'll see what I'm doing and this will help you. There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the shapes of the pieces and making 2 piles. So I can see that and that piece is the same shape, look there. So that's one. That one's there, and then this one's the same. So there's one there.
Yeah.
That there is the same as this one. There you go. And then we've got that one and that one is the same. I've lost a white piece somewhere.
Ah.
Typical, isn't it? That bit and that bit. And then this bit, I've lost another one. Where is it?
30% of the showstoppers gone, by the way. 30%. Everything
30%.
available individually as well. If you do want to pick and choose, get all the bits and pieces you want, make your own bundle.
Right, so what I did there was I just separated so I can see I've got the same, because that's one candy cane, that's another candy cane.
Yeah.
And I can do the front and the back. So I just separated them to make it easier for myself when I'm looking to see how the pieces match on. Look at your package and that will help you see where they go. And of course, I've already got one made so we can see where the pieces go and we can match them up. So I can see this little bit here, which has got a longer edge and then a curl, that goes there.
Okay.
Can you see? Do you know what we're going to do? we're going to help you out, guys, and we're going to make you a map and put it on my Facebook page.
Okay, as to what goes where?
Yeah, because I think it'll help you hugely if we do that. And so I'm just putting a little bit of all-purpose glue on the back, and then that will get stuck down there. Pokey tools will help.
Could you use your picky up, pokey down tool for this as well if you've got one of those?
I was looking at you, absolutely could, and I can't see.
Shall I see if we can get you one? I'm sure we must have one in the...
Yeah, please. There we go. There we are. So that's that one. And then we can go with the next one, which I believe is this one. Is it that one or is it this next one? Oh, it's this one. There we go. That one's going to go here. There we are. We can see how that's going round, see?
Yep.
And then this one goes like this, I think. There we are. There it is. So it starts to come together.
Yeah, it does.
You can just, you know, tweak them in. There's that one. And then we've got another one of them down here. There we are. So you can start to lay them around your candy cane. I actually think that this one
is the wrong way around.
Could be back to front.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm doing the back of this.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I'm going to do one side and one the other, if that makes sense. And then, so I can stick them back to front with each other. And so now this one would go again.
Jake's having a look for a tool. He'll be out in a second, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Just whilst we're watching you, I can read some comments. There's loads coming through, and I want to try and read as many of your Christmas memories as possible. Thank you to Wendy, says, good morning, Leanne and Ben. I used to love my paper advent calendars. My best ever Christmas present was my silver cross pram with a tiny tears doll. I feel like the tiny tears dolls and the Easy Bake ovens are being mentioned a lot. My best present, says Michelle, was a twin doll silver cross pram with the dolls. I still have back in the UK in the loft. And this brings back so many very happy memories, says Wendy Graham. My dad loved Christmas. Helen says, I ordered the 6x6 this morning, put a mat and layer on a sentiment, and there's your card. And Karen says, this takes me back to in time to my grandmother's house with glass ornaments, bubble lights, and real tinsel. The colours are rich and nostalgic, happily sentimental. I love this collection. And Karen says, 2 amazing collections in 2 days. I cannot wait to see more. But Ben, where are the Christmas sweaters? I can stick a Christmas sweater on tomorrow if you want. It's just been a bit hot for Christmas sweaters, but maybe tomorrow. That's brilliant. So that's all the pieces down. That's
all the pieces down. Now I would glue them back to back and put a little bit of tape in. So do you want to cover off what you're doing there, and I'll glue these, and then I can show you how I put the two things together, because I think it might be boring watching me glue them all down.
Okay, I mean, we're going to have a little look through the paper pad as I read a few more comments. Helen says, when I was 6 years old, I wanted a pony. I got riding lessons and all the gear instead. It must have cost my dad a fortune in lessons. I went until I was 16. Probably would have been cheaper to buy the pony, says Helen. Melody says, my favourite Christmas present when I was 5 was a Madame Alexander baby doll. And Carol Byrne says, the best present I ever got was at 14 years old, was a sewing machine, and I still have it and use it now. Such a cute candy cane decoration, says Karen. Perfect for the young grad kids to hang on the tree. This pad, though, is incredible. And I love the fact, you know, that here you've got so much snippability. You saw that card that you can create your own little toppers with. People chatting about making their own little advent calendars with this as well. I think you almost got enough there, haven't you, to create an advent calendar as well, which is just brilliant. But so many different toppers that you can be snipping into, cutting into. The reverse patterns as well are absolutely incredible.
Ben, there's 30 toppers on one sheet.
Yeah.
So you've got enough for an advent calendar.
I'm just thinking for like pictures as well, but then again with like the ones with the patterns on, you could then pop something over the top, couldn't you?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 30. So it's 90 in total then, isn't it, you're getting?
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Look at all the little glass baubles there as well, though, with the little beautiful reindeer in. This I absolutely love as well, with the kind of retro Santa on there and the retro snowman. The colours here are just absolutely incredible. The pinks and the yellows here again with the reindeer hanging from the tree. All the different baubles and ornaments. And that's the thing, like Leann says, as you go through each and every page, the pages and designs are so very different. You'd almost be forgiven to think that you've got like multiple collections within one here. I really love this page as well, with the little girl decorating her tree. Would you say that's sort of more 50s and 60s, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
And then again, this one here with more of those beautiful ornaments. Love the candy cane trim that you've got around the frame there too. Just an exceptional paper pad. We have that individually for you as well on the screen. Very, very busy. £11.99 or £15.96. Obviously, tariffs will apply on that one in the US, but if you're in the UK, I would be filling your basket there. You also got the ability to get the 6x6, which is very busy individually as well. £4.79 for that, which I think is an incredible buy. Just all of those beautiful patterns shrunk down for you into a 6x6 size. So as one of our viewers was saying a few moments ago, you know, that onto the front of a project, you've got a beautiful Christmas card with a sentiment. I mean, you're done straight away, aren't you, really? Must just say as well that with every Christmas order that you do make, I forgot to mention today, you are going to get your Christmas in the making notepad. That is also going to be added into all of your bundles when you're shopping Christmas. Thank you, Margaret. She says, I've queued for 6 hours to get my 2 girls Cabbage Patch dolls. But on Christmas Day, it was worth it. That was mid-80s, wasn't it? Do you remember those, Leann?
My sister got a Cabbage Patch doll, and I do believe our dad had to queue for a long time to get the Cabbage Patch doll. And I can't remember the name of hers, but it had a pale green dress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got a Huggy Bear.
A what bear?
Can you remember Huggy Bear?
Huggy?
Huggy Bear.
No.
It was like a brown bear, and he had like a hole in his chin, so you could put your finger in his nose. And his arms were elastic, and he hugged onto your arm. I've still got him upstairs. I'm going to get it out in the loft. He hugged round your arm, elastic, and then you put your finger in his little head and his mouth, and he cuddled you. And the tune on the advert in the 70s was, Huggy Bear, take him almost everywhere. Yeah, I've still got him in the loft.
Can you bring him in?
I'll bring Huggy Bear in. Yeah, I'll bring Huggy Bear in with the big track.
Do you? Oh, you've got to bring Big Track in. I'll be very excited about that. Do you also remember another toy that I wanted, which I never got? Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, my sister had a Teddy Ruxpin, but she was terrified of his eyes.
Oh, yeah, because his eyes used to blink and move, didn't they?
Like, they were massive balls of... and they would be like...
Bit like Five Nights at Freddy's, that kind of thing.
She literally couldn't have it she couldn't have it on the shelf in the bedroom. She'd be like, that Teddy's coming to get me, like, so we had to take the Teddy away.
You used to have a little cassette that you'd put into the back, and then he'd tell the story, wouldn't he? And his mouth would open. I used to love Teddy Ruxpin. Also, my sister used to have, and I used to play with it quite a lot, was, do you remember Poochie?
Poochie?
Yeah, I always wanted a Poochie doll. She was like a little white dog with like pink hair.
Yeah, she was Poochie. Can you remember Chickaboo?
Chickaboo?
Chickaboo was like a little monkey that used to suck its thumb.
Oh, yes, I think I do.
I'm trying to remember the song off the advert, yeah. It's like a little monkey-looking thing, brown fur with a little white plastic face, and it had a banana, and put the banana in its mouth.
Do you know the one thing I wanted as well, which my mum and dad, well, mainly my mum, that she wouldn't buy me? There were these puppets called boglins. Do you remember the boglins? Like really scary little monsters, and they used to come in like a box, which was like, like a jail. And I always wanted a boglin, but my mum would never buy me one because she was like, I'm not having anything like that horrid in my house. Not having that in my house.
I don't remember them.
They were creepy little puppets. They were horrible looking things. But yeah, Mum would never buy that.
We didn't have any boglins, so that was obviously something that Linda deemed inappropriate because there weren't any in the house. Yeah, we didn't have any boglins. No.
What you must do if you've got these things handy, this is for Leann as well as she gets us, post these pictures.
Please.
After the show, if you can, on I'm a Crafter's Companion. If you've still got them, we'd love to see them. And then we could use them in a future show with this. Even if you get a chance to post them ready for the launch show later on, that'd be great.
It would be. My sister got a Furby.
A Furby?
Yeah, she loved the Furby.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
I tell you what me and Roland got. See, this is why I love this show. Eventually we will craft, but we're just having all the reminiscences out. In the launch show, I promised to not reminisce and only craft.
Yes, we won't talk.
Roland had Gordon the Gopher. But more importantly, Roland got a emu hand puppet.
What, Rod Hull's emu?
Rod Hull's emu. A massive one, like literally big blue body, massive yellow legs.
Get out.
Hand in, full beak, attack you. Massive. Big, like it was the full-size emu. He got the emu and I got Basil Brush.
Bum, bum!
Bum, bum!
Oh my, have you still got Basil brush?
I think Basil brush might be my mum's loft.
Oh, you've got to bring Basil in.
I'll go and see if Basil's still up there.
Oh,
Honestly.
I love Basil brush.
Such happy, I love that Basil brush puppet, really, honestly.
Brum.
Boom. He was absolutely fantastic.
What was the name of his handler? Basil, because it was Rod Hull and Emu. What was Basil Brush's handler called?
It was Roger de Courcy with that other bear.
That was Nookie Bear.
That was Nookie Bear.
Yeah.
I can't remember Basil Brush's handler's name.
No.
I tell you who would know, George Akert.
Oh, yes.
He'd probably remember.
He probably would know, actually.
Honestly, I loved.
Michael Windsor. Mr. Michael.
Loved Basil Brush. He was my very favourite.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to use a little bit of... What I've done is I've stuck them together and I've fixed this one. These two at the bottom just needed flipping.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is now correct. So inside, to stick these two together, I'm just going to put a little bit of tape pen. Helps if you don't have it covered over. Oh, that one's run out. We'll do this one. Have I covered them all over? What's happening? Here we are, there we are.
Got it.
And then I'm going to fold that, so I've just got a little hangy hook. That'll go there. And my top tip, don't worry about leaving a bit hanging out the bottom down here, because you can snip that off later.
Yes.
And what that does is give you a nice solid stick. And then what I'm going to use is my 3D glue gel, because I really want this to stick nice and solidly. And I want it to grab quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm doing 3D glue gel flat, using it as a flat glue at this point, but dabs of the 3D glue gel. There we go. And then my other candy cane goes on top. There we are. And that then gives me a front and back candy cane hanging ornament. And then when you've done that and you want rid of those little, the little dangly pieces, just get your snips. And when it's dry, this is not quite dry yet, but when it's dry, you can just snip them off.
Yeah.
Say the glue's still wet. Wait till your glue's dry.
Yeah, you'll have a bit more time to wait when you see.
Snip them off. And if you do that and it's still visible, when your glue's still wet, you can just pull it through.
Yeah.
A little bit. So you've got your hanger there. Okay? And then all we're going to do is take our pieces of foliage. Just make sure it's all lined up nice and straight. There we go. Take our pieces of foliage and a dab of 3D glue gel. And then decorate up your little hanger. So you just take all of your little pieces and pop them into a little sprig.
These candy canes are very special, says Marie. I really like them. Love this, Leanne, says Colleen. And Trudy says, love the candy canes. Paw Prince asks for a horse every year. Did you ever get one? And Karen says, hello everyone. I remember me and my younger brother got a portable TV for Christmas, white plastic surround, and it was huge. I remember I got a portable radio one year as well, like a battery powered radio. I thought it was the best thing ever. Well, it's back in the day, wasn't it?
I got a Walkman.
Ah, yes. Walkmans.
I loved me Walkman. Absolutely loved it.
You knew the batteries were running out when your cassette started going.
It was so fun.
With the massive headphones, weren't they?
Massive, absolutely massive. It was, and you know, I remember, so this will be 80s. I got a Walkman. We'll talk about the Ghetto Blaster before that. I got a Ghetto Blaster before that with a double tape deck, so I could tape top of the pop.
That's what I used to do.
You had to try and get it so you couldn't hear Tony Blackburn.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Bruno Brooks in my day.
And Bruno Brooks. And I got the portable Walkman, but that was the same year that Fame launched. High Fidelity, that one, Fame. Fame, I want to live forever. Then we all thought we were Irene Cara.
Yeah.
And we were all walking around with ballet shoes and hand-knitted leg warmers.
Leg warmers, yeah.
With your Walkman on.
Yeah.
Jumping and spinning and turning.
I can imagine you doing that.
Honestly, it was just,
like doing like high jumps and kicking your back leg in the air.
High jumps and kicking your back leg in the air, yes. Honestly, thinking we were gonna be in a music video and Fame and we're gonna get discovered. It was, just living our best lives, honestly.
I remember shortly after the Walkman, it was probably more 90s when they did the Discman. Do you remember that? And it never really worked, did it? Because it always skipped because you'd clip it onto your belt like you do the Walkman, but because it was like a compact disc, it's any sort of slight movement and your compact disc would be skipping all over the place.
Yeah. It failed dismally, that, didn't it?
It did. It wasn't brilliant. A few people just saying that it would be wonderful if you could have a placement map as well. I know you said you'd pop that onto your...
what? Sorry, a placement map
for the candy cane.
We're going to do you a placement map. Absolutely, we are. And we're going to put it on my Facebook page for you. No problem at all. There we go. Finished. So once we've done that, there we've got another little decoration, just using all of the pieces, and we can make them perfectly for Christmas trees, for little gifts, if that's what you want to do, to hang them on. Make them as a great big statement earring. Put them on a little earring. Put them on an earring find and wear them in your ears for a Christmas party, why not? But I really do like them. I think they're really cute. Nice little topper, lovely little gift decoration.
Few comments coming through. Thank you to Trudy, says, I always wanted a Hot Wheels racetrack and cars, but I never got one. I like the Hot Wheels. I wanted a Cindy doll, says Kath, but my mum and dad told me they couldn't afford one and gave me a smaller doll and told me it was Cindy's little sister.
I had a Cindy doll.
Was Cindy made in the UK as a...
She was the alternative to Barbie. She was the UK version of Barbie.
Yeah.
I had a Cindy doll's house, the tall white house thing.
Did Cindy have a Ken?
I don't know if Cindy had a Ken. I don't remember. I think Cindy had Action Man.
Oh, Action Man with his little thing at the back of his head and you move his eyes.
Ben, can I tell you, my granddaughters now, granddaughters play with Peter's Action Men because I saved all of Peter's toys. I've got a scale extras in the loft as well, lads. So I'll bring that in for you. Anyway, literally, so, Cindy had a boyfriend called Paul.
Paul. Brilliant.
That's very 1980s, isn't it? Paul. We must have in our loft, and I do not exaggerate for 1 second when I say 25 Action Men.
No way.
We've got them all. We've got Swimming Action Man, Paragliding Action Man, Snow Boot Action Man, Swimming Action Man,
Snow Boot Action Man,
Eagle Eye Action Man. We've got all the Action Mans. My granddaughters, Adrian and Edie, now refer to them as Barbie's dad.
Barbie's dad.
Grandma, have you got any more Barbie's dad in the loft? I have. I've got 25, pet. I'll go upstairs and get them. We've got all the Action Men out. The cars, the helicopters, the, what do you call them? You know, the low-rider mountain bike. You know, the sit and beg bike.
Yeah.
We've got Action Man on a sit and beg. They've got the sit and beg bike out. We've got a Formula 1 car with Action Man.
Bring them all in.
Hovercraft, parachuter.
Yeah.
All of them.
We need to see all of these.
Got all the Action Man.
Action Man, the greatest hero of them all.
From Mattel.
I did Panto with Action Man. So do you remember
with the real Action Man?
Well, I don't know if you remember, they did like a cartoon TV series of Action Man, and at the start they'd always have like a live action bit of Action Man, and at the end then they do the cartoon. Action Man was played by Mark Griffin, who I did Panto with, and Mark Griffin was also Trojan in the original Gladiators.
Oh, well there you go.
Yeah, he played Action Man as well.
Action Man was a big thing in our house and I kept them all, and the girls play with them now. Shall we have a look at some samples?
Oh yeah, we should do that before the end of the show, really.
Should we have a look at some samples?
Yeah.
Because I just think it would be really nice for you to see some of the things you can... Because we're doing all the reminiscing.
Yeah, we haven't got a collection to sell as well.
We've got something to show you guys. Doing all the reminiscing. Look, this gift bag made from the 12 by 12 pad. How fabulous is that?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Really lovely to be able to theme it. And then the little stamp and die with the little... reindeer on there, and then that little candy cane that I've just done, but with the foliage behind. See how it's a lovely little topper? Yeah. That's lovely. I love this little gift box here.
Yeah, that's super
cute. Maybe glasses. This is really lovely. Got a little shaker in the lid.
Yeah.
And then some Velcro. You can put a little treat in there. That is by Jan Marshall. Jan, I really, really love that. I think that's an excellent job. Thank you very much. Yeah. And then here's another gift bag. Yeah. But look, same paper pad.
Hello. Totes different.
Completely different. That's why the paper pad is so good. Look at this performance.
Oh, I mean,
look at that.
Goodness me.
This is also by Jan Marshall.
Jan, take a bow.
That is absolutely off the chart. Fantastic. I love that. There's another one here. I'm gonna guess this is Jan Marshall. It is.
Yes.
Jan Marshall. Absolutely lovely.
This is a cool card. Open that one up.
Open this one up.
Take the belly band off and open it up.
Take the belly band off.
It's really cool.
This is Sandy Brooks.
Yes, watch.
Sandy, you ready?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a reveal.
Yeah, ready? Yes!
Oh,
How cool is that?
That is so cool.
I love it.
Sandy, I blooming love that. That is brilliant. I'll put that belly band on in a minute again.
Yeah.
I love this idea.
Oh, yeah. Go on. Oh!
Gift card.
Your gift card. I love
Gift
that.
card inside.
That's
How
brilliant.
lovely is that? Love that one. Here's the edgeable. Love the edgeable on there. That looks absolutely glorious. Here's your little snow people, Ben.
Oh, yes.
Love that. Oh, this is like a little...
Twisted easel, isn't it?
Twisted. Oh, yes.
We
Look
like
at
this.
that. That's fabulous. Who's done this? Sandy Brooks.
Get on, Sandy.
Sandy, thank you. Look at that. Now, this I've saved. I think I might have saved the best to last.
Go on. Which one is
I'm going to call this the pièce de résistance.
Oui.
It's a nice little flat card. Okay.
That is brilliant.
A hanging Christmas card using those little square toppers from that paper pad.
Who's made that?
How incredible is that? Guess. Sandy Brooks.
Sandy. I was going to say it's one. Yeah, Sandy.
It's a Sandy one. That is absolutely gorgeous. So much fabulous stuff you can do with this collection. It's incredible.
If you want to grab it quick as you can, 30% of the showstopper gone. And remember, if you're in the US, this is the one to go for, where you get everything that we've gone through in this show, and then you get all of the extras as well. So you get your tea towel, you get your sticky dots, you're getting your cardstock, you're getting your glues, you're getting your 3 opaque pigment ink pads, and your aquablend pencils. So that is your tariff-free element. So it's tariff-free and it is free shipping as well, because you're over the threshold. So that's great news for our US viewers. £112 for that if you're platinum and you're in the UK. But the option you've got in the UK is if you don't want the added extras and you just want the new retro Christmas collection, shop the show for that one. It is all there for you, and same for the EU shoppers as well. You've got a retro Christmas collection on its own if you don't want to go for the added extras. Everything is available for you individually too, so if you do want to pick and choose, if you're a little bit spent up after yesterday, then you can pick and choose various elements for this particular collection. Thank you so much, everybody. Remember, we are back in an hour's time. We will do more reminiscing, but we'll also do more crafting as well, won't we, Leanne?
We 100% will do more crafting.
I've thoroughly enjoyed that show, taking a trip down memory lane. If you have got any pictures of the toys that you mentioned, we would love to see them. Either send those in to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk or just whack them on the I'm a Crafters Companion page on Facebook, and we will see those and show them in the later show. I'd particularly love to see the Teddy Ruxpin, which I think Karen says she's still got. But thanks so much for being with us. Check these deals out, then you can relax and join us for 2 hours of fun on the official launch of this collection at 2 o'clock. Until then, from us, thanks for watching and bye for now.